Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
In his home of North America. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, welcome this man to the table. He needs no introduction anywhere in the world of arm wrestling and is a multiple national, European and world arm wrestling champion. One of the most technical arm wrestlers ever to do it. He is known as the Jedi, Janis Amolins. Everybody warm in here? Yeah. Well, we need you to take the temperature up a couple of gauges for this man, because he is from Alabama and he's used to working hard in the heat. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome now, making his way to the table, this man. He hails from and is representing USA. Please welcome to the table from Alabama, the Bama Bull, Justin Bishop.
Go. 42 years old, the older man, but my goodness, Janis, what a specimen, ladies and gentlemen. We are about halfway through. It is time now to wake up. If you reside in the United States of America, make some noise for the Bama Boom!
Open up.
Also, Neil, welcome. You guys from the United States. We wanted to make sure how much energy do we right here need? How much effort does Justin Bishop need to get the job done? This is what East vs. West is all about. The very best from there against the very best from right here, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise in this joint. Here we go.
Janis Amolins, the Jedi,
I'm closing you, you can't rise up.
said at the press conference that he has an exemplary record against Justin Bishop, but there are some matches that keep you awake at night, and believe me, underneath the hat, there is a cauldron of intensity from Justin Bishop. He would love to secure an early win here and ignite this crowd against Janis, the Jedi Amolins, a multiple world champion. Do not blink.
One more.
Hand control is the story of the day here. And Bishop shouts, "Don't be scared," getting into the head of the Latvian.
There could be another story, Neil Pickup, years ago. I believe at that arm wrestling table, there's a reason that you're here. Back 7, 8 years ago, the reason for Justin Bishop was to
Justin.
prove that he is a
Closing
world
Janis.
caliber
Don't
arm wrestler.
move. Go.
Now, we're about to find out, does he have a reason today, ladies and gentlemen, to show that he is now one of the very best in not only North America, but the entire world, and what a test. I've been thinking since the East vs. West, when would we see the Jedi? Kind of surprised he's not already been in bouts for the belt, but here we are. His journey also starts here in Orlando, Florida. What an absolute treat. This crowd in Gintersey, the East vs. West brand, Neil Pickup, is hot right here in the United States, and it couldn't be more proud to be a part of it.
East versus West 14, North American Vengeance is the title of the card. And you do wonder, when that title was put together, whether this is what Engin Terzi had in mind. Bishop and Amolins on the table now. It's warm in Orlando. It's about to get a lot warmer when the goal drops in this strut. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bishop is the man in the blue-bodied shirt. In the red-bodied shirt is the Jedi, Janis Amolins. Here we go. Down come the hands of Bishop. There's the wrap for Amolins. Little star there. Little poking from both men, but you can understand it because the nerves are jangling right now. Hard to replicate what these men are feeling there. Do not blink.
And the perception is the strap, the buckle on Justin Bishop's shot, he was not supposed to look like that. Look at the power!
Ladies and gentlemen, the first pin goes to the Bamba Pool. Justin Bishop with the win. And look at that on the replay. Once again, Bishop's hand and wrist were iron. As the goal dropped, watch for the pop there from Amolins. Tried to bust back that wrist, but a confident smile from under the brim of the hat from that man, Justin Bishop. Hand and wrist was rock.
Let's go. The freaking house is about to go crazy. You think the scenario, you get to the table, we're in the strap, you got the bad side of the strap, but hey, no one told Justin Bishop, Neil, that there was a bad side of the strap. Now, the confidence going into round two, knowing you're on the right side. My goodness, there's not a lot of oxygen in this room, ladies and gentlemen. You can make it much worse. If the Bama Bull is successful, you must get off your feet, off your butts, on your feet, and show the proper respect here. This is what it's all about. It's always been a myth, Neil. If we have to get up at the crack of dawn, go to the airport 4 hours early to take the 11-hour flight, are we the very best we could be? Maybe now this proves it's not easy to beat the Americans when we get to sleep in the United States. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up.
Here we go. Janis Amolins of Latvia. He was a pin down last time these guys met and would love to make a repeat performance and silence the crowd. Bart Wood indicates we're going to the referee's grip, and the most confident, the most calm, and the most professional looking man in the house may be the Bama Bull, Justin Bishop. He's wearing the same exact hat that he wore all those years ago in the UAL. But this time, he told us the result will be very, very different. The beard has come on a bit. The top roll is just as strong. Down come the hands. A little early, not even a ready. Both men moving.
Just put the strap on, come on.
One warning.
Now, interesting, the last time these two men that came together, Janis Amolins made a few errors on the setup, and he ended up going for the hook to chase Justin. But right now, he's sticking with the top roll, and that is interesting. Does he feel like he missed the go in the first start? Because it was dominant from Justin. It looked like it wasn't difficult. But it's very interesting that Janis feels there must have been an error, because he's still chasing the high hand. He's still chasing the top roll.
And let's be completely honest, a lot of times it's easy from sitting back here to wonder, why don't they just switch up? How come he's not going hand? Listen, when you grab a hold of the wrong man, Neil, it is, you can't do much of anything.
And one thing we know about Justin, Trav, is that he protects that pronator really well. We've seen him in recent outings at the highest level. He pulled Moriarty, Mindaugas, Terasatis, who's a demon in the top row. And for the first 2 rounds, it was a very balanced encounter. You do feel he may have been pulling at a higher level.
My hand so hard.
You can see the height of palm, that I'm much lower.
Here,
it will be hard after you.
Janis Amolins asking for the palms to be leveled up there.
Hold on, still I'm lower.
Every small amount of height matters. Janis, no stranger to all types of arm wrestling. This thing is not over, ladies and gentlemen. However, what an amazing tsunami wave that could take place right here. If the Bama Bull is able to go up 2-0, and not that, but we saw the look, Neil, the look in there that says, my man, I got a lot more up top. You may not want to go in that direction. Let's see, Janis now still laying on the tricep.
You're putting them.
Don't.
Janis settled there. I'm really not happy.
Stop. One warning.
Way too much conversation
Yeah,
at
but
the
you're putting
table.
my fingers here.
I will not put your fingers anywhere. Watch.
You would expect that Justin Bishop will feed off this lack of confidence in the start, so to be honest, he must know he's got this guy on the ropes.
Close your thumbs.
Hard to go against what you're feeling inside when you're at that table. Down come the hands. On the way we go! No win there, it will be called. A little elbow infringement called by Hristo Delajakov early there, and we'll restart that one. The foul on the Jedi, I believe. Yeah, we've seen him pop up now.
Definitely a bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card there. I mean, we've seen some of those professional fouls today. Really hate to see it. Maybe the East West will look into that. Maybe that running foul will be coming soon enough. But now, you think about the time log. Is the Bama Bull, we know he's trained, his strength, the size, he looks beautiful. How much gas does he have, knowing that we're far from here? We've got maybe 7 starts so far, Neil. Look at the score, still 1-0.
That's he already had
Second warning, second foul.
match.
Was warning.
Now, second foul call for the Jedi. Janis Amolins, and rightly so, I believe, Hristo Delajakov. You saw just want to listen in what they were saying there, but you saw the White Oak jump up. He was screaming, second foul. Justin was saying the same. It was in fact the case, 2-0 Justin Bishop. Probably not how he wanted that, but there are times when you'll take it, and I'm sure he will.
Janis begging for he's begging, looking around. He's looking for the Latvian embassy is nowhere near here in Orlando, but he's begging for the palms to come down some, to get some sort of purchase on his hand. Let's talk strategy here. If you were on the bad side of the strap, Neil, and you felt the leverage was so overwhelming, let's say that Janis maybe got out of that match maybe at the right time. The fouls, never good to lose on fouls, but let's say Janis still with the super fresh arm, and if there's a way out, he has to hope the Bama Bull's gas tank is starting to get thin.
I think that'll be a bad move personally, Travis. For me, if I'm Janis Amolins, I'm changing it up right away and feeding the lower palm much deeper into this match. Trying to play height games against this man is not going to work. Every time he tries that, he's gone for the low hand, and Justin is very much equal to it.
Take a grip, I'm holding. If you are not taking grip,
do not count Janis Amolins out.
Janis not going to the set grip. The Bama Bull asking, he just wants to say go just one, maybe 2 more times here. He doesn't want this to turn into the 4 or 5 times where they're going to say go. Janis.
One warning.
Be careful there, young man. Be careful there.
Trace around fired there, no real outcome other than getting himself on the warning, and didn't really learn anything from it as well. So kind of a waste there in some respects. Find it at the wrong time.
set grip.
sometimes can be done as a battle of attrition to try and put a bullet into your opponent, but as Justin Bishop falls on the crowd, he's far too long in the tooth to be bothered by something like that.
Don't worry, you have one more.
So very
We have
experienced.
one warning on Janis. Super important.
Shoulder
to keep
before I
track
do
of
anything.
these.
Shoulder.
How
I'll be
can he
closing
get
Janis
in the
first
strap?
this time.
Needs to get there with no other
your thumbs.
infractions to have
You both wanna
any
go over
sort
still.
of chance
your
to
hand.
change things up, get a
Don't
few
move.
starts
Go.
while he's in the straps. Man, that grip is high. My
Super
goodness.
high, but to be honest, I don't think either man had a slightest intention of hanging on to that. I mean, both men looking for the strap there.
Guys, not much.
Their commitment to keeping hold of each other there was about as high as my commitment to eating salad every day.
Closer.
That's not a thing.
Still.
Yeah.
Closer.
Yes, please.
Again, you start to fight with me. Don't pull so high.
Bro, listen. You're pulling my hand down so far. that
I
it's
will
blowing
not
up.
pull it.
You can
I will
hear
not pull your hand if you
Justin
don't pull it
Bishop
up. Okay, stay in the same
playing
level
every
and
game
we
he
go,
can
okay?
with Risto Della Jacob.
Stay with the same level.
Can you pull his hand down as far?
Yeah,
Making
you
sure
just
he
work
gets
with the both hands. If you get
everything he needs on this grip.
Same level.
100% Justin Bishop understands how close it really is. To us, it looks like complete domination. He understands those centimeters, those half inches. If he can get the most of his hand inside the hand of Janis.
grip,
And
gentlemen.
look,
No
from
movement.
the
No
naked
movement.
eye,
I need
it's
to
just
shoulder
easy to
in.
see Justin
Shoulder.
Bishop looks super bigger,
Shoulder.
super longer, and so far, much more effective here.
Yeah,
Giannis choosing to
Close
push
your
arm
thumbs.
into this match now, trying to get a deeper connection.
closing just.
And maybe
Justin
able to
first.
do it, but I feel like his hand is in the wrong position and his arm, his elbow on the
Close it.
pad, I think it's a shocking place to put it there. But
Closing your hand.
he
Not down
knows
fingers,
what
not
he's
fingers.
doing. He needs to settle down though, because
Go, move,
Justin's position
go.
there is amazing. Big drive to the side. Giannis hangs him up, and there is a little chink of daylight for Giannis. Amolins with the win. Janis Amolins is back in the match, and quite remarkable. Little rush there from Justin Bishop. He tried to finish too early. Look at that on the replay. Got the position and then went a little too hard to the side. And just like that, Janis capitalizes. He fed arm in there, felt like he had more arm, and exposed Justin a little.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always understand super match arm wrestling requires, regardless the score, you must treat every round like it's the very first round. You must take advantage of every situation, because once it changes, ladies and gentlemen, it usually stays changed. This is a moment right now, as a crowd, as the East vs. West brings this competition to your backyard. Never before will you see a moment when an athlete may need a big, huge amount of energy coming from the home crowd. When that strap gets on and it is delivered, you must get behind the Bama Bull. This thing is so unbelievably close, and it's all because one of the best arm wrestlers in the history of the world is not only on the stage, but he's bouncing around. He's got a brand new outlook on this match, and don't be surprised, Neil, if the Jedi starts to slowly take control and eventually be the absolute man.
Well,
We
look,
can't let that happen, USA.
Make no bones about it, this is not the first time we've seen this story start to play out. And imagine you're sat in the corner of Justin Bishop now. Justin has seen this happen before and his dream slide away. He does not want that to happen again, and will be very, very present in the moment now. He knows exactly what Janis Amolins is capable of. He's been reversed many times before. But he will want to make sure, with his family watching in the crowd, with the partisan crowd here inside the Sheraton Hotel, that he rewrites the story of this match. Here we go. Justin Bishop in the hat.
Exactly what is inside, both gentlemen. How far are you willing to listen? There have been 4 starts, maybe 6 starts so far. The first 3 rounds, Every single time they started, it was an absolute complete dominance and control by one gentleman. The gentleman resides in Alabama. His name is Justin Bishop. The start that I am seeing now does not look the same. The Jedi now standing tall. There is no, he has a great purchase on the hand. Ladies and gentlemen, his posture screams that you all wake up, make some noise for the Bama Bull. Wait until he needs it. He does not need it yet. He will need it once the strap is applied. When the hands start to close, that's when you must wake up. One super high hand control hit is all that's needed for the Bama Bull to reach 3 wins and a victory here at East vs. West.
Keep your eyes on the table. This is where the match is dictated right now. The strap is being applied. When you contest an arm wrestling match at this level, every single start, every single movement, each athlete leaves a breadcrumb trail that has been followed by Janis Amolins, and he is trying to ensure that he picks apart the local man. He picks apart Justin Bishop. Bishop is aware of that, and he's making adjustments, but he must stick to the game plan that's yielded the benefit for him. So difficult to do so when your opponent is this experienced and he's applying the pressure in the way that Amolins is doing. Look at the movement, look at the hand position adjustment from the Latvian.
And the most importantly, watch the posture, watch the height of Justin Bishop. He must keep that hat above the hands here at the beginning. And there's a good hit.
We are alive.
Make some noise,
Justin
United!
Bishop. Professional foul from Bishop, and Amolins ready. He loads back into the strap and does a couple of hammer curls. And the only purpose of that was to send a message to Justin Bishop. That was mine, and you know it was. This is not necessarily about arm wrestling technique anymore. It's suddenly become a menacing mental encounter. And underneath that hat, there is a test going on for Justin Bishop. The voice of Devon Larratt is coming straight at him, but it may be hitting the brim of the hat and bouncing straight off because turbulence is in there, believe me.
Neil, if I'm not mistaken, I overheard in the corner of Justin Bishop the worst advice I have ever heard from an arm wrestling coach. It came from that guy right there, Devon Larratt. Do not, I urge you, do not let Devon come to your corner and tell you to do some amazing thing that only he can do. Here we go. The Bama Bull understands exactly what it is. If I was coaching Neil, and how can I coach? I'm up here as the announcer, but if I could coach, stand up tall, young man. Get as high as you can and finish this man. Make some noise in here, crowd. This is the match.
The strap's being applied now. Amolins in the red body shirt from Latvia in the blue is Justin, the Bama Bull Bishop from Alabama, USA. And it is on. Bishop leads by 2 pins to 1 here at East vs. West 14, North American Vengeance. Brought to you by 9 Line, the Beard Struggle, Gold Star Coffee, and Grip Arm Sport in a blisteringly hot environment of the Sheraton Orlando North. And it's about to drop. Amolins and Bishop, much better start there from Janis, the Jedi Amolins. Bishop rises, stands his hand up, and now goes on the offensive. Amolins comes back, and he's looking for the wrist purchase, looking for the hand, and to secure position. What a war! We are high and outside. The top roll applied and the elbow foul. It may be the second elbow foul. We're looking at that one now. Nobody wants to see that. Let these guys pull or I may pass out. My God. 2 pins. I feel physically sick and I hate it when great matches stop. Oh, the foul from Bishop. should be illegal. Wow, 2-2.
It's going to be harder now because you got the buckle. But you have it right there. Once you have him trapped,
That one was lit.
one fluid motion to the pad. Sell out.
And if you were under any illusion as to exactly why Janis, the Jedi Amolins, is known as the Jedi, why this man is as decorated as he is in the sport of arm wrestling, look at the calm demeanor on the face of the Latvian. He looks like he's about to tell his children a bedtime story. The man is an absolute weapon.
You don't even have to hold on.
And he's just starting to go to work.
Every time Justin starts here.
Justin Bishop needs the American support like never. This thing is going off. Look for the battle in the top row. Who wants it more inside the Sheraton? Cold run of a match here. Alongside the Bulls, Travis Bajan. We are loving what we're seeing right here. What a match. Doug Ehrlich comes across everything you've got. He says,
Don't hit the pin. Hit, Rieger. Hit, Rieger.
Normally like one in the corner, yes?
I am listening to these corner guys, Neil. Never before have I heard such terrible, absolute terrible advice. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what could be the match of the evening? What an absolute treat here in Orlando now. 2-2. Listen, this now has turned into a super uphill battle for the American. There's no doubt about it. My fear now, can he even get to the strap, Neil? There could be an opportunity here for Janis to end this thing right away. Justin needs to make sure he doesn't take this start off in order to even get back to that strap.
I'm a little concerned about the elbow situation for both men, and the pressure barometer goes way high now. We got a warning on Janis straight out the gate, but I do believe we'll probably see the strap again. I don't think that Janis will try to waste any power there, and I also feel like the Jedi feels that he can reverse out of this match and has much more arm. This is all a little bit precursory, means nothing whatsoever. The strap will tell the story. And Janis Amolins goes, applies the chalk. He'll be looking for the same suit warmed over, some minor adjustments maybe in the way that he creates that arc. But it's all about that reversing position for him. He can't contest the height with Bishop, but he does have more arm. And he may also have a little more endurance. I guess we'll find out in a moment, but Justin,
That's the absolute understatement of the podcast. This guy looks like he's about ready to go run a 5K right outside, right after this event. What an absolute phenomenal athlete that has joined us here in Orlando, Florida. And make no mistake about it, to everyone in the world, this was Janis' match to lose. Here in the United States, we understand what a phenomenal athlete, what a phenomenal human being the Bama Bull is. That's why we get behind the Bama Bull.
here we go. Justin, the Bama Bull Bishop. How bad do you want it? He must stay present in this moment. His family in the crowd, they also wearing the hat.
Look at my thumb knuckle. I'm holding
Janis, the Jedi Amolins of Latvia. A clinic being put on by the Latvian of how to stay calm under pressure.
Hold them right here.
And two, everyone saw in round 3 him trying to commit absolute, just being stonewalled, sacrificing, laying on the tricep, and accepting what looks like a loss, but really digging in there and right at the bottom. In round 3, you saw the entire match start to change hands. The wrist connection starting to lose, and then the Janis. My goodness, what a superb technical, his leverage, the angles, every single thing screams professional arm wrestler.
Coincidental movement there, both men moving early.
Puts it down. Here we go. Square up.
Artwood
Shoulder. Shoulder.
and
Open your
Bristol
thumb.
Della Jacob trying to keep
Close
this
your
match
thumb.
contained.
Close your thumb.
God forbid we
Close
see
your
this end on fouls. Not a person
Closing
in here
Janis.
wants
Don't
that.
move.
Down
Down.
come the
Make
hands.
some noise in this joint still.
From Justin Bishop. And Janis Amolins hangs him up and drops that wrist, goes into the low hand and starts to apply the side pressure. Look at the face of Janis Amolins as he looks to the crowd and smiles and goes on the... Oh my God, get out of jail free card. Big time there.
He was up in the air.
Bristol Della Jacob said something to Justin, and I'm not sure what we've got. That was going to the pad for Amolins, but there may be an infringement. Let's have a look what we have there.
What we have is super simple, Neil. You have arm wrestling at its very highest level there could be. You saw a guy come out bigger, faster, stronger, awesome, and that got him to a 2-0 lead. The problem with professional supermatch arm wrestling, even subconsciously, you take, you give a little round 2. You take, and then you give a little more round 3. The operation is so close, Neil, the level of power. Everybody that is getting their name called here is the very best of the best, and you can see now why Janis is a multiple-time world champion. And listen, an absolute class act, a clinic. What an absolute stud. You hate to see the American go down, but you're so freaking proud of the effort from the Bama Bull. Still 2-2. There is an opportunity here, but I'll tell you right now, Janis looks to be amazing, Neil Pickup.
The biggest issue right now that I see for Justin is he's getting very involved with the referees, and he's getting very involved with the periphery of the match. He needs to slap himself about, get himself refocused, and realize right now this is happening, and forget the referees. Go to what he does best. He knows he has an opportunity. He's shown it already. Justin needs to be very present and focused right now. Take a leaf out of the book of the man he's facing and calm down and reset. Here we go.
Here. Stay right there now.
Bishop on the far side of the table in the shirt with the red sleeve and blue body.
Shoulder. Shoulder, Justin.
2-2
Stay right here,
the
gentlemen.
score. North
Stay right
American
here.
Vengeance East versus West 14.
I'm looking at the red.
The finest of the Americans, Bishop,
Closing Justin first.
against multiple European and world champion. He hails from Latvia,
you.
and his name is the Jedi.
Don't
Here
move.
we go.
One warning.
Wow. Janis Amolins had an unbelievable position in that start. My word, I would cry if I lost that position. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, the ability to just
Here we go. Closing
move
Janis.
from right to left on the table with that pec, the shoulder. Janis completely in charge here, and make no mistake about it. Janis is a bad man.
Needing to stay up, Justin.
Put up an absolute beautiful fight, and he's not over yet.
Here we go. We are high and outside. Bishop in the hut. Amolins with the low hand top roll. Moves to the side. There's the shoulder. It is the win for the Jedi. Janis Amolins
Not over with
of
yet.
South Hills, Latvia.
Make some noise in here, both incredible athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Bishop, Janis Amolins, never disappointing. What a great comeback. What a very interesting match. Neil Pickup, the guy looked really no chance.
That was an incredible recovery, and it wasn't a physical recovery from Janis. It was an experienced recovery. And you feel
I'm
for
here
Justin
with the winner,
Bishop.
Janis Amolins. Can we hear one more time for both of these guys? What a technical match that was. Janis, you came to United States with not a lot of elbow. Are you leaving with less?
You know the truth. My elbow cracked in the first round, so I left without a wrist and side pressure, so I had to pull only with back pressure. And in the second round again, so it was probably like a medial collateral ligament or pronator tendon, but feels fine. We'll be fine.
Justin is a tough opponent for you. Every time you battle, there's a battle.
Oh, and I love this. That's the thing. It's nice to win easy, but wars are what we are looking for, and I absolutely enjoyed this fight. Thank you, Justin, for motivation for me to prepare, and absolutely beast, and thank you. And most important, stay strong and love arm wrestling.